Okay, today we're going to talk about using tools. Tip number 11 out of 18 for tips to success in Plexus. So first off, why are tools important? What can they help us accomplish? What are some things that we can use tools, whereas if we were just trying to approach somebody about something, it would be difficult to do so. For instance, first off, probably one of the most effective is if somebody's in a hurry, they don't have time to listen to a long spiel about whatever you're going to tell them. You can give them a DVD. You can say, I'll share a link with you on Facebook. You can use a sample, a brochure, a website, any of those things. Actually, this is actually an excellent tool to use when talking to somebody about Plexus. You can, because when people say, well, see that you're in a hurry and they realize that you're not going to waste their time, they're more apt to listen to what you're saying. So if I say to you, I walk up to you and I say, hey, I'm sorry, I've been meaning to talk to you, but I don't have time right now. What's that person going to do? They're going to be like, okay, good, this person isn't going to bother me. Well, then you follow that with, I don't have time to talk to you now, but if I gave you this video, if I gave you this hard drive, if I gave you this DVD, if I sent this link to you, would you watch it? I don't have time to talk to you about this right now, but, and then go into your thing. And you can be real quick. People realize when you're not going to waste their time that it's not going to be long. They don't mind as much hearing what you're going to have to say. It's a great tactic. Just, hey, I know I don't have time to talk to you about this right now, but, and then you can say a few things. Keep it quick, keep it short, keep it simple. So that's a great tool to use in using tools. You need to using business cards is very easy. People say something about your stuff, or for instance, you're at a meal, you're at a restaurant, and you've got this waitress who's done a fantabulous job. It's not even a word. Fabulous job. And you've said something about it or whatever, and they seem somewhat interested. Well, if you don't have a way to give them information about the product, a tool to use, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose that customer, because most people are not going to be willing to come to a meeting right off, or talk or meet with you or something like that. Most of the time that's not going to happen. Sometimes it will. 9 times out of 10 that's not going to happen. So you need to have a tool that you can use to spark their interest, maybe get their information, something like that. Then you can follow up with them in the future. Then you can get them more involved and get them to a meeting. But that first step, if you don't have that tool, then you lose that contact. So in some areas you don't necessarily need tools. The first thing that I do normally, as far as social media goes, is I send somebody a video. I ask them if they'll watch a video. I use that tool. I don't get ahead of myself, even if they're excited. Even if they're super excited about it, they've been hearing about the products and stuff, I send them the video. I always send to everybody. I still prioritize. I still make a list of the way I'm going to contact them, a list of the way that they're going to hear about what I'm presenting to them, because I don't want to be a salesman, because you can easily become a salesman at that point. You don't want to be a salesman, you want to be an informer. So give them that information and then teach them further about it. But just some great tips on how to use tools and how to develop and build your business with tools. So use tools, tip number 11.